Your Honor, was you still supposed to email me that proof?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he was doing it when we were talking. All right, Jason Priest. Hold on a second. Find your my paperwork. All right. You seen it too?
No,
I
I don't. I don't see it. I
didn't
mean,
see it either. All right, let's make sure it wasn't me. Hold on. All right, so this is in the matter of Gail Marie Dodd versus Walter Jason Priest, file number 2017-44566 DP. We didn't have you on the docket. Sorry, I knew we set it over for today. I just didn't make it on my paperwork. So, Mr. Priest, let's see. All right, so Mr. Priest, you're ordered to pay $294 a month in child support as of today's date. You have an arrearage in excess of $10,413. Looks like you made a payment on December 2nd of $73.42. Are you going to be able to make another payment in December to meet your amount?
Yeah, I'm actually planning on paying 400 tonight, so that'll clear up the rest of this month and take care of.
Say that. I'm sorry, Jason. Say that again. I know who that is, Doug.
Oh no, I plan on making a payment of 400 tonight, or if not tonight, tomorrow. Depending on when the payout comes through, so I'll be paying 400 either tonight or tomorrow. That'll clear up the rest
Okay.
of it.
All right. So, Mr. Priest, I'm going to set this over to January 9 at 8 a.m. And make sure you made that payment, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
No.
That's it. You're all set. Thank you. One more. Mr. Isbell.
Hi, Your Honor.
All right, let's see what you are here on. All right. All right, let's see if she's here. Is Vanessa Villegas in the courtroom? All right, this is in the matter of Vanessa Renee Villegas versus Peter Isbell, file number 2018-45858DS. This is the date and time scheduled for a show cause. We have an order in place dated March 6th of 2019 stating that father shall have parenting time each week, Wednesday after school to Friday morning school time, Sunday from 12:30 p.m. to Monday morning school time. We've had a total of 8 parenting time denials dated from November 13 to present for a total of 8 overnights. The first reported denial occurred November 13th of 22. She filed an ex parte motion and was denied. Complaints were sent out to Ms. Villegas, but we've not had contact or response. And whose case is this? Is this?
It's mine. It's mine, Your Honor.
All right, and we use the last address given to us by Ms. Villegas?
Correct.
All right, well, I do not see her in my waiting room. She's not in the courtroom, so she's failed to appear. All right, so I will issue a bench warrant for her arrest. and set bond in the amount of $500. Mr. Isbell, obviously, if you talk to her, tell her she needs to contact a caseworker, all right?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually spoke with her yesterday, and she knew about the hearing today. She didn't comment whether she was going or not, but she did know about it.
All right, well, she didn't show up, so, all right, Mr. Isbell, you have a good day.
Can I ask one question?
Sure. I don't know if I can answer it about this, but I will.
Well, maybe Jake can. So moving forward, I mean, if she doesn't, because the situation is she's not sending my oldest son, but she's sending
So
my.
Mr. Isbell, okay,
Yeah.
so Mr. Isbell, what's gonna happen now is there's a bench warrant issued for her arrest. If she's taken into custody, we have a court hearing on why she's not complying with the court's order. And hopefully it gets resolved there.
Okay.
Your Honor, would the
Fine.
issue of makeup parenting time be resolved at that time as well?
Yes, so the issue of makeup parenting time would also be addressed at that time.
Okay. And I have talked to her numerous times about making up the days that I've missed out on. And all she responds with is that Mason, my oldest son, doesn't want to come.
Well, that's a whole other host of issues that we would address at the hearing. How old's Jake? How old is your 8-year-old or the oldest one?
9.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a right to make a decision on that. All right, Mr. Isbell, I will see you later.
Oh, did you say he does or does not have the right?
Does not.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you much, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. 1 second, I'll be right back. No, I'm not leaving the courtroom.
Jake, thanks for the reply. I was representing Mr. Scott. I'll just leave Zoom then at this time.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so what'd you say your name was?
Donald.
Oh, Miller. All right. Right, so Mr. Raines, who do you have? Oh, he's
Your Honor, I
gone.
believe he
All
just
right.
logged out. He had one that was dismissed.
Oh, do you let him know that?
Yes, yep.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, Miranda Tabarnak. Let me see. All right, see her. All right, so want to come up to the podium? All right, this is in the matter of Miranda Rochelle Heiserman versus Donald Justin Miller, file number 2011-36639 DP. This is a date and time scheduled for a show cause. You have a monthly order of $235 a month in child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $15,054, which is well above the level to be charged with the felony. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 4-year felony, so you could potentially be facing up to 4 years in prison. You make payments prior to or when there's a show cause. We have no income withholding and no full month payment since April of 22. So, Mr. Miller, are you currently employed?
No.
Okay. Mr. Miller, do you understand the maximum penalty for failure to pay child support is up to 93 days in jail?
I made a payment today,
How much do you pay?
200. I have the receipt on my phone.
Okay, you made that online?
Yeah.
All right, can you see if there's a pen, can anybody see if there's a pending payment?
1 second, Your Honor. I do not show anything pending yet.
I have a receipt on the phone.
Okay, he has a receipt on the phone, so who's your caseworker, Jeff Anderson?
It'd be Jeff, yeah.
Okay, all right, so, okay. All right, can you pull it up?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, he does have a receipt on his phone showing he paid $200. So, you know, we have a list of employers. There are like 1,000 employers looking for job people right now.
I just stopped working because of the winter. Yeah, I was.
Do your children stop eating because of the winter?
No,
I mean, seriously, you gotta do something, even though, like, I know my husband works construction, but you still gotta do things during the winter to make money. I tell people, sometimes I've had people who work seasonal and they make double payments during the working season. So they don't have to make payments during the winter, but you gotta work somewhere, even though you're not working for whatever right now.
I was hoping to go back to FedEx, but they didn't. Get back up this year.
Amazon's hiring too. All right, so so you get laid off for the winter,
Yeah,
you gotta find something. So you guys still have the list of employers down at front of the court?
We used to get them. I'm sure we could still find it. I mean, he can go anywhere. Everybody's hiring, so it's not, that shouldn't be an issue.
All right, so even if it's just finding something for the winter, I'm gonna set this over to, let's see, January 30th. And then I want you to make your January payment. And then I want to at least show that you're working something, all right, to pay the, no. We don't ever do that.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course it is.
I know. So I'll set this over to January 30th at 8 o'clock. So I'll see you back then. Have some employment, whether it's part-time, just so you can make your payment. Something and make your January payment, all right? All right, thank you. All right, and what is your name?
It's Rachel Wagner. I was supposed to do it on Zoom, but.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, so. All right, Mr. Bravo, let me grab your paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is in the matter of Marisa Mendez versus Curtis Daniel Bravo. I have not seen Miss Mendez in my waiting room. So Mr. Bravo, this is a date and time set for a show cause in this matter. You're ordered to pay $484 a month in child support. And as of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $10,154. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that once you've reached that level, you could be charged with a felony and face up to 4 years in prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we're much more interested in you paying child support, but do you understand that on this contempt of court, the maximum penalty for failure to pay child support could be up to 40, or in your case, it's a second contempt, so 90 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Bravo, you had requested a court-appointed attorney, and I don't have one yet. Okay, so, Mr. Bravo, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. And I'm assuming Miss Underwood is down the hall in Judge Olsavers, so I'm gonna put you in the waiting room, all right?
Okay.
All right, in the matter of Dorinda Williams versus Timothy Williams, file number 1990-12245 DM, that matter has been adjourned to January 30th. In the matter of Tammy Smith versus Virgil Smith, 1998-202 15 DM. That matter's been dismissed. Any rests? No. In the matter of Ann Rest versus Frank Rest, file number 2002-25364 DM. That matter's been adjourned to January 30th. The matter of Kelly Powell versus Corey Swift. This is a date and time set for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Swift owes, let's see, he's got a monthly charge of $474 a month in child support as of today's date. He has a rearage in excess of $5,937. He was ordered to appear. Was a payment made in November 11. But nothing since. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. Do not see him in my waiting room. And I will set bond in the amount of $5,937. Cash. All right, Ms. Underwood, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you previously receive from Ms. Adams paperwork on Curtis Bravo?
I have not.
Okay. Ms. McGrain, are you in your office?
Yes, Judge.
Could I bother you to email this to Ms. Underwood?
She's actually down the hall. I could just take it to her.
Well, okay. We have to make.
I'm gonna start wearing a tracking device.
Did you say it again?
I said I'm gonna start wearing a tracking device.
Oh, I put an Apple thing in your suitcase a long time ago so I can track you. All right, so Ms. Underwood, Ms. McGrain is going to bring you that, and I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bravo. How's that?
Okay, did we have Mr. Dickerson this morning, Your Honor?
Yes, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Bravo, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Underwood.
Okay.
And she's getting your paperwork right now. Go ahead and join that breakout room. In the matter of Lisa Leora Cookshaw versus Joseph Paul Stresser, file number 2007-32101DS. This is a date and time set for show cause. Mr. Stresser is ordered to pay $202 a month in child support as of today's date. He has an arrearage in excess of $2,366. He has failed to appear. They issue a bench warrant for his arrest. And I'm going to set bond in the amount of $2,367. Thank you, Mr. Green. And the matter of Whitney Losi versus Aiden Pera, there should be two files.
One of the cases was adjourned, Your Honor.
Okay, was that for payment?
I'm not sure. I believe Ms. Fetzer Wallet has the paperwork. I would assume the one was due to a payment. The other one, I'm assuming, has not made a payment yet.
All right, so this is file number 2008-33253 DP. Mr. Pera always appears, like he never not appears. I wonder if he thinks both of them were dismissed. I don't know. All right, so Mr. Pera is ordered to make a payment of $411 a month as an arrearage in excess of $10,946. His last payment was $140 on November 22nd of 2022. They issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. And I will set bond in the amount of $1,700. The matter of Crystal Janelle Opal versus Justin Brian Purdy, file number 2010-35942DS. That matter has been adjourned to January 9th at 8 a.m. All right, Ms. Underwood, let me close that breakout room, bring Mr. Bravo back.
Oh, I gotta open mine already.
All right, so we are back on the record in the matter of Maritza Mendez versus Curtis Bravo, file number 2017-44161DS. Rhonda Underwood, you were appointed to represent Mr. Bravo. Have you had an opportunity to now speak with him?
I have, Your Honor.
And how would
Mr.
you like to
Bravo,
proceed?
Your Honor, is looking for work. On Friday, he made a, I believe, $370 some payment online. And then yesterday, he made another one of a similar amount, Your Honor, I believe. And Mr. Bravo is looking for work, which should be easier now that he has gotten some things straightened away with his 4-year-old. So I would ask that this be put over a couple weeks in time for Mr. Bravo to secure employment and continue to make payments.
All right, so we will set this over to January 30th. Mr. Bravo, you have to make your January payment, and you live in Jackson still, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's lots of places to work in Jackson. All right, so Mr. Bravo, we'll see you back on that date. Thank you.
What is that date again, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
January 30 at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
January
Okay.
3rd,
No,
30.
30, January 30th.
30th. Thank you.
All right. And you said you had Mr. Pera. You're all set, Mr. Bravo. You can disconnect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Underwood, did you say you had Aiden Pera too?
I do have Mr. Pera.
So one was dismissed and one was not, and he didn't show up today.
One was adjourned to January 9th because he made the monthly obligation in November, but the other one it's $411 and he only paid $140.
So Ms. Underwood, obviously one was adjourned and this one was not. Mr. Pera typically always appears. He's never not appeared.
I would
You want
suspect
me to
he
show-
thinks they're both the 9th.
So I'm not going to issue a bench warrant on him. I'll set it over to January 9, only because he's always appeared in person or via Zoom. All right, so we'll set that over to January 9. All right, Ms. Underwood at 8 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Miss Villegas was calling through the line here at front of the court. If I talk to her, you want me to have her log on, or it was for
Miss who?
Mr. Isbell, parenting time.
We can reschedule it, but he's already logged off.
Okay,
So you can tell her it started at 8 and we can reschedule it to the 29th or the next available.
okay. I just know she's gonna keep denying him, so,
I guess you, all right, just tell her to zoom in.
1 second.
All right, let's see. In the matter of Sierra Colburn versus Sean Dickerson. Anybody in here? No. File number 2011-36368 DP. This is the date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Dickerson has an arrearage in excess of $2,879 and a monthly charge of $100. Last time he posted payment was his bond back on June 23rd of 2022. He appeared on November 7th of 22, pled not guilty. Ms. Underwood, you represented Mr. Dickerson. He pled guilty to both failure to pay and failure to appear. This hearing was adjourned to today to be held in person. And he was released on a PR bond. He was ordered to pay November and December by today's date to avoid jail. He's failed to do so. I'm looking, he's not in the courtroom. I do not have him in my waiting room. Ms. Underwood?
I have the same notes that you do, Your Honor.
All right, we will issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear, and I will set bond in the amount of $2,880.
Your Honor,
Right.
I do have a phone number. Perhaps I can just try to call him.
Well, he was ordered to appear in person. You can go ahead and try to call him.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Rachel Wagner versus Mr. Rachel Wagner here. You? Why don't you pop to the phone? All right, Mr. Drullard, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, this is in the matter of Rachel Wagner versus Russell Drullard, file number 2012-38290 DP. Mr. Drullard has called in via Zoom and Ms. Wagner is present in the courtroom. This is the date and time scheduled for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Drullard, you are ordered to pay $237 a month child support. And as of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $4,556. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, you had requested court-appointed counsel. So we adjourned this to today. And you were ordered to pay $250 towards your child support. Ms. Underwood? I think she's probably.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I have Mr. Drullard here. Ms. Van Dusen had filled in for you 1 week, and we have appointed counsel to represent him. Do you have paperwork on him?
One moment, please, Your Honor. I will just make sure.
If not, we'll send it over. In the matter of Mackenzie Anderson versus Nicholas Wagatha, file number 13-39610 DS. That matter has been adjourned to January 30th at 8 a.m. In the matter of Brittany Harris versus Kevin Harris, file number 2013-39630 DM. That matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Adriana Garcia versus Aiden Pera, file number 13-39652 DS. That matter has been adjourned to January 9th.
I do have the support enforcement order, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Drullard. Mr. Drullard, the last time you spoke with Don Van Dusen, who was filling in for Miss Underwood that day.
Okay.
So I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss Underwood.
Okay, thank you.
All right, go ahead and click on join.
Yep.
What'd you say your name was again? Rachel? No,
Miss Amara McEwen.
all right, I do not see him, so why don't you come on up to the podium and I can show a benchmark for him. All right, this is in the matter of Amari Marie McEwen versus Jeremy Allen Hogan, file number 16-42549 DS. This is the date and time set for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Hogan was ordered to appear. He has failed to do so. He's not in custody.
I wish, but no,
Huh?
he's not, no.
Okay. So he has an arrearage in excess of $21,666. He's failed to appear. So we will issue a bench warrant for his arrest, and I will set bond in the amount of $5,000. Cash assured. Sorry for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good Christmas.
You too, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Miss Underwood, let me close that breakout room. Who's this on this phone? All right, so Miss Underwood, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Drullard?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, and how would you like to proceed with Mr. Drullard?
Your Honor, Mr. Drullard gets paid on Wednesday, and he can make a $250 payment that day. Mr. Drullard has been taking care of his mother who needed care, Your Honor. She is now in the hospital and going into assisted living. So Mr. Drullard will be able to get a job and work full-time, Your Honor. And he is in the process of looking for work or getting his old job back, Your Honor. But he will be able to make a payment by on Wednesday. I would ask that this be put out 2 weeks, 3 weeks to give Mr. Droulard's employment situation the time to stabilize and for him to make that $250 payment, Your Honor.
All right, and that $250 payment was made online?
It will be made, Your Honor, Wednesday.
All right, Mr. Drullard, I'm sorry about your mother. Unfortunately, child support still has to be paid. So, Mr. Drullard, I'm going to adjourn this to January 9th at 8 a.m. By then, I want verification of employment sent to the friend of the court.
Yep.
And I want another payment made.
Okay.
Now, you need to set up income withholding. So friend of the court will do that when they receive verification of your employer. Your
Yes.
caseworker is Sue Pelham. So you'll need to contact her with that information or
Okay.
contact the friend of the court front desk. You live in Toledo. So every paycheck you get, you need to look. If a child support payment's not taken out, you
Yep.
need to make that bi-weekly or weekly payment of whatever it is
Okay.
until it starts coming out of your check. So
Is there-
January 9th
Mhm.
at 8 a.m.
Okay. January 9th, 8 a.m.
And you're
Okay.
making a payment online today, you said, or tomorrow?
Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see you back on January 9th at 8 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If you make
I
an online
believe-
payment, it might take like a week to post.
I believe that's all I have.
All right, thank you. You
Thank
can
you.
also zoom in if you'd like. Okay,
I just,
I know. We're live on YouTube too, if you want to watch it there. Have a good Christmas. All right, Roberts. All right, I have a lady in a buffalo plaid shirt. What is your name, please?
My name is Vanessa Villegas. I was trying to get Zoom to work and I just now figured it out.
All right, so Ms. Villegas, this hearing was set at 8 a.m. and a bench warrant was issued for your arrest for failure to comply with the court order.
I just spoke with Jake Vasquez. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, so, all right, so Ms. Villegas, you, I don't have any way of getting Mr. Isbell back. Let's see, I don't have a way to get him
Your Honor,
back.
I can try to contact him if you want me to, or we can just proceed.
Well, no, I mean, he was here at 8 o'clock on time, so can't really proceed without him. If you have a way to contact him, you can.
All right, give me 1
Have him
second.
zoom back in. All right. In the matter of Amy Roberts versus Kyle Roberts, file number 14-40419DS. This is the date and time set for show cause. Ms. Roberts has appeared via Zoom. Kyle Roberts has not. See, as I said, he was ordered to appear. He's not done so. The rearage is in excess of $20,000. We will issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. We'll set bond in the amount of $7,500 cash. All right, Ms. Roberts, thank you for zooming in.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
The matter of Yesenia Cavallero versus Gary Scott, file number 17-44142DP. That matter has been dismissed. In the matter of Erica Miller versus Darko Savsik, file number 2019-46301DS. That's been adjourned to February 6th.
Your Honor, Mr. Isbell will be on shortly.
Okay. All right, Mr. Davenport, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is, Mr. Isbell. All right, this is in the matter of Nicole Marie Howell versus Christian Robert Davenport, file number 2019-46565DM. Mr. Davenport has appeared via Zoom. This is a date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Davenport, you are ordered to pay $411 a month in child support. And as of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $2,958. Looks like the last payment we received was $408 on November 21st of 2022. So, what about your January payment?
Good. Your Honor, with Christmas, I do got a job interview today after I'm done with all this. But with Christmas is off, I was falling a little tight behind. I tried to make a partial payment. Am I not allowed to do that?
Did you make, the system wouldn't let you?
Yeah, it wouldn't let it go through.
Want to come make it in person?
I can, if like, I could probably do like 150.
Okay, Mr. Davenport, have you petitioned for a friend of the court income review for child support?
All right.
Okay, so yes, I'm gonna let you come make a partial payment because any money is better than no money.
That's
But,
what I figured.
Okay, so I'm gonna order that you can make payments in person, but I want you to come make that payment today. But
All
then you still need to make the balance of the payment before the end of the month, and I'm gonna set this over to January 9. And I told you today you were supposed to have a job, so I want you to have employment by January 9, and I want you to have made your full payment, all right?
All righty, ma'am.
All right, so we'll see you back on January 9 at 8 AM, and you can make that payment in person. I'll put that order in, all right?
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Davenport.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so we are back on the record in the matter of Vanessa Villegas versus Peter Isbell, file number 2018-45858DS. This is the date and time set for show cause. Ms. Villegas, court starts at 8 o'clock. So, you know, you're supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, not 8:37 or 8:40. So I did issue a bench warrant for your arrest for failure to appear, and I set bond in the amount of $500.
Okay.
Hold on one second. All right, so Ms. Villegas, we are here on a show cause for failure to comply with the court order. There's an order in place that is dated March 6th of 2019 that father shall have parenting time each week, Wednesday after school to Friday morning school time, and Sunday from 12:30 p.m. to Monday morning school time. Mr. Isbell has submitted a total of 8 parenting time denials beginning in November 13 of 2022 to current. And you filed an ex parte motion, it looks like, with the court, and it was denied. You never filed any other motion to have a hearing. So parenting time remains in place. So Ms. Villegas, on a contempt of court, you can be facing up to 93 days in jail and up to a $7,500 fine. Do you understand that?
I understand that. We have a mediation hearing pending for January 3rd.
I just asked if you understand it. I didn't ask any other information from you. So ma'am, you do have a right to have an attorney represent you at this and all subsequent hearings. If you can't afford to hire one, we can appoint you one at public expense. Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
Sure.
Okay, so I will see if I can get, let me see this under that. Miss McGreen, do you know, let me see.
Judge, do you want me to see if she's still down there?
No, I'm running out of time. So I was gonna look for tomorrow morning, but I gotta pull up our docket for tomorrow.
I have the docket. Would you like it?
What's tomorrow look like? All right, so I am going to set this for tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. And I'm gonna. So I'm gonna set this for tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. to get Miss Underwood back to represent you. So I'll need you to zoom back in tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. All right?
Okay, you kind of broke up a little bit. Can you repeat that?
I'm sorry. So tomorrow at 1:30 PM, you can zoom back in. And we'll have a court-appointed attorney here to meet with you, all right, or to talk to you.
Do I need to contact her in prior to this or?
You can contact the public defender's office. It would be Rhonda Underwood. We'll get the paperwork to her today. Let's see. It would be 264-5352.
5352. Okay.
All right. Otherwise, we'll see you back here tomorrow at 1:30. All right.
Okay.
Am
Thank you.
due back at 1:30 tomorrow too, Your Honor?
Yes, you can come back at 1:32.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
thank you.
I'm gonna copy that to Miss Underwood. Thank you. All right, in the matter of Faith Star Double versus Austin Doobie. Paperwork. I have him on my docket, Mr. Vasquez, but let me
It's
see
been
here.
dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's been dismissed. Thank you. And in the matter of Dion Lofton versus Tila Dorsey, file number 22-49339 DS, that matter has been dismissed as well. So that should conclude our final court show cause docket.
Thank you.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
All right, so Ms. DeYoungie, does Mr. Gross still represent you?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
Okay, he has not yet showed up, so I'm gonna pop you guys in the waiting room. Do you want to call him and see where he is?
I did call him. He didn't answer, but I left a message. I can try and call him again.
Okay, why don't you do that?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys in a waiting room while we're waiting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we're gonna take a quick break.